Welcome back. This time I thought I'll do something new. Since our youngest son is turning 3, I thought I'll share the most easy cake recipe that I use when you are a mother. We don't have much time, so this recipe which I'm going to make today is the easiest and the fastest. If you are in a rush, if you don't have much time to prepare for the occasion, then you can use this recipe. It's in the West they call it pound cake recipe, which is usually used for tea cakes and dry cakes. The other recipes are a little bit more detailed, and then it requires more work and time. So I just use this recipe for all our birthday cakes, and it tastes amazing. The key to any good cake is to use quality ingredients. So if you are using good ingredients, no matter I think what the recipe, it always turns out good. So I have all the ingredients ready here. I have maida. I usually use packet like this. This is Fortune, but you can use any. But I prefer using packet flour. The texture is a little different. And we have butter. I used good old Amul butter. If you can find unsalted, we used to use unsalted, but here it's hard to get unsalted butter, so I just use this. Just that, don't add extra salt in your recipe. And then I have eggs, baking powder, vanilla, and that's about it. Maybe I'll add some little milk or cream for a little bit of moisture in the cake, and that's pretty much it. So in this recipe, what I do is I use all equal amounts, like butter. If I'm using butter 100 grams, then sugar 100 grams. You can reduce this a little bit, but not so much. And accordingly also eggs. One egg is about 45 to 50, sometimes 55 grams. So if I'm using 100 grams of butter, then I'll use 100 grams, meaning 2 eggs, and also 100 grams of flour. So this recipe I'm going to use about 180 grams each. So yeah, it's like very easy to remember everything of the same measurement, except for vanilla and baking powder. You cannot put 100 grams of this. No, not at all. I usually use castor sugar, but this time I'm thinking to use brown sugar. This is demerara sugar, for a little bit of moistness in the cake. Of course, they say it's much better for health, but sugar, any sugar, whether it's white sugar or brown sugar, they all are sugar. It's going to spike your glucose anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Just for the texture I'm using. Otherwise, you can just use castor sugar. So let's get started. Before starting to bake, always need to prepare our pans. You can use baking paper, but this is best. It works. So just add some butter, smear it all over. This is so that the cake will not stick. Add some maida, just dust it. Pans are ready. So now I got my butter here, and I'll add some sugar. I will add directly here. Yes. Then prepare some eggs. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just adding one extra yellow of the egg, the yolk, because our measurement is 180. So this will make it around 180, and it will just add extra taste and texture to the cake. Then I did not add my baking powder, so I'll be adding my baking powder to my maida baking powder. If you are using unsalted butter, you can add salt about half teaspoon. And then we'll start mixing. So first our butter and sugar mixture. This is after 2 to 3 minutes of mixing. You can just see the butter will turn pale white if you're using white sugar. Since I'm using the brown sugar, the color is little chocolatey, and this is called creaming. So you cream it until and unless all the butter and the sugar is mixed completely. Now I'll add some eggs, one at a time. I'll add some vanilla. Actually, I should have added ahead. 1 teaspoon. You can add with the egg, or you can add even while mixing the maida, the flour. But I usually like to mix along with the egg since both are liquid. So yeah, it will go. Now this is done, so we will add our flour. This is our flour. Yes, we'll add a little bit at a time and then we'll mix it. Whose birthday? Mine. Yeah, whose cake? Mine. Yes, so we should not be over mixing this. Okay, we have to mix a little bit and then we have a little bit of milk, or we can even add some cream. Milk and then some more of maida, and then we'll mix again. Okay, the last one. Wait. Done. Chalo, add everything. Yes, add all. Oh my goodness. Oh, what did you do? See. Try again. Put all. Yes. Okay, done. This is the last one. Done. Done. Do not overmix. That's done. Now we will equally divide the batter into 2 pans. Tap. Tapos right? So now these cakes have been cooling for some minutes, some time now, and then now. So I'm going to start decorating my cake. This early morning I made this is yesterday's cake which I made, and sponge, and this is today's. I made early morning one banana sponge, because since this time I'm using brown sugar instead of white sugar, so this will be a little bit of caramelly flavor, so I thought maybe banana cake will go with this. So yeah, I'm going to decorate it and then I'll show you how I do it. A very simple cake. It's not going to be a very elaborate cake. For the frosting, I have prepared a ganache, white chocolate ganache. This is just white chocolate and a little bit of cream, and then just mix it on a double boiler. And for the filling, I'm going to use Nutella. This is one of our favorite fillings. Everybody likes it in our home. So yeah, it's going to be Nutella filled cake. And then I have some toasted nuts. This is almonds and walnut. I toasted it over saucepan. You can even bake it in your oven. This is it. Simple cake. I'll first take out these cakes, wrapping them in this cling film. It helps to keep the moisture in and then keeps the cake fresh. So this is it. This is the second sponge that I made. So as you can see, there will be a little bit of uneven surface, so I'll just trim it off, and I'm not going to slice it. I'm just going to make it as it is. And this banana cake, this will go in the middle. I'll trim it. I don't know if you can see. I remember my cake shop days where we used to run a cake shop, and this was our work day and night. Sometimes I used to work till midnight if the orders are like too many. Some they prefer thin layers of cakes, which I also like sometimes, but it's good to have a thick layer. This is about an inch, so I'll trim the uneven part just to even it out. Banana cake, let me trim it a little bit more. Banana is a dense cake, so I think I'll make a thin layer of banana cake. Even in this banana cake I have added some toasted nuts, so you can see some. I don't know if you can see, these are some nuts. I like the crunch. And now at the bottom I'll be adding some of this ganache to just stick the cake. Now I have this piping bag, so we have to make a border, so that, because as you can see this is a little liquidy, so it might just fall off if you don't have a border, like a dam that will keep the filling inside. So I will add the ganache in this. I have snipped off with the tip a little bit. I'm not using any nozzle or tip, just normal plastic, and then we go around. I have to use the turntable. It brings back a lot of memory of the business, the cake business that I started for a while. So now you can see it's a dam now, so whatever is inside it will not fall off, because chocolate ganache is quite strong. It can be used as a filling also, and it can be used as a dam, create a dam for the filling. So now I'll add the filling. This is luscious Nutella. Then I'll add some toasted nuts. This is how it looks like. It's delicious. So this is the process. We'll just keep doing this again to the other two layers too. क्या चीज बना रहे हो? This is the final coat. Don't break it. Just a simple design. हाँ जी हो जाएगा. Oh my goodness, you don't have to put all your power. It's done. Rustic cake. Our son is big on animals, dinosaurs. So we have got this. Wow! We have got some cake toppers. And we'll put it on the cake. Happy birthday. Hello? Nagilgilta. Mommy, what is this? Tree, yes. Dinosaur. Yeah. Tyrannosaurus. So many dinosaurs. This is how it will look. Dino, dino, dino. Okay, okay, okay. You come here. Okay. Come this side. We'll spoil your cake otherwise. No, no, no. Look here. See, like this. It's a cloud. Let's put it here. Here. Okay, done. So this is how it looks like. Mm.
Wow!
Wow.
There's some fire.
Mm-hmm.
man. Mer hoy na lagong hoy na hoy.